Hey guys, welcome back to ArtosisCasts. Right now we are starting what is a 3-game series between Rain, who is, in my opinion, probably the best Protoss player in the world when he's active, and he is pretty active right this moment, and Calm, who is a very strong Zerg, an underrated Zerg. You've definitely seen him a lot in ASL. In fact, this past season he had a great result. He got 9th through 12th, getting 3rd place in his round of 16 group. He was practicing very hard for this season. While a lot of pro gamers make light of him, probably because he's quite a popular streamer and whatnot, he is a former, MSL champion and actually was #1 on the ladder going into this last ASL season. So Calm is in absolutely fantastic shape, put out great games in this last ASL. So going to be pretty exciting to watch him here against Rain, who, I've said it several times, but honestly, I think that if Rain just played as hard as he could all the time, we would have a Protoss Bonjour. Like, I actually kind of put Rain on a similar level to Flash, where it's like these guys just get it better than other players. Rain is a GSL champion, an ASL champion, a KSL champion, and it just doesn't seem like he takes it all that seriously. But anyways, I love his Protoss vs Zerg, so excited to see what he's going to bring here against Calm. Here in our very first game, this is Rain, this is Dark Origin. Rain here, you can see he wants to go for a Nexus first. This is a pretty common thing from Rain. He goes for a very quick probe scout. He should be getting a Forge, I believe. Oh no, okay, so he'll be going 12 Nexus, 12 Forge then. We've seen Rain actually kind of change the way Protoss is played a little bit in this matchup. Obviously Mini is kind of like the big PvZ player right now. Bisu's still around doing a great job and everything, but Mini is the one that has played so many PvZs and things like ASL and really done a lot of new things. But Rain as well, honestly, right? Like, he started coming out with some of these 11 Nexus Forge and now 12 Nexus Forge builds, where depending on the map and the rush distance, he does this quicker scout, gets that Nexus down absolutely as quickly as possible, and still will live through these rushes. Also, one thing to mention, and I bring this up a lot in other PvZ casts, he's kind of, I put him as being responsible for his, the more Dragoon heavy play that you've been seeing sometimes, right? Like, for a very long time, it was just like tons of speed lots into High Templars. But Rain very oftentimes goes for a heavier Dragoon contingent earlier in the game, which is very, very exciting as well. Now, the Lings are trying to go across the map. He tried to slow them down a little bit there. And look at the timing. Look how tight this timing is. Gets these probes up here. Look at that. Pulls the probes back. Loses one. Oh my God. Calm actually breaking through. So he loses 2 probes and 1 Zergling gets in. Now, is this worth getting that Nexus quickly enough? So just to kind of put this into perspective, guys, obviously, if you have enough probes to do 1 per patch over here, and this is 9 probes, notice, right? I had 9 probes up on minerals, which is the same as the amount of patches. But as soon as you take another base, you get better mining efficiency. And also, for every 13 seconds quicker you take your new base, that is another probe that you can make, right? So when you look at it like that, it's like, okay, well, he loses 2 probes here. So is this at least 26 seconds quicker and he has better saturation the whole time? Well, yeah, that kind of just makes it worthwhile, especially when you get to kill the Ling that quickly. So cool, quick economy build here from Rain, looking back down at Calm's side of the map. We have the layer almost done. Zergling speed is on the way. A few Zerglings being made to deal with these Zealots that are coming across. You can see one harassing the 3rd base here. Probe coming down for a secondary scout as well. I think he just wants to make doubly sure that nothing's on its way to kill him. Check those Ling counts. Make sure there's no Hydras popping out or anything like that. Oh my God, he's going to slip that right past. So Calm actually misses an opportunity to block a scout here, and brings a couple drones up. The drones, I think he wanted to block, but wasn't quite able to. So Rain gets up here. He sees the Spire. He sees no additional building, but you're going to look at this and know 100% it is going to be a Spire. So we'll see how he ends up dealing with that. I don't know if we're going to see Mutalisks from Calm here at all. But Rain continuing to scout as much as he can with this probe. Gonna go ahead and zoom up that ramp. Doesn't quite get over to see the spire, but again, you know what you're looking at, right? He didn't, like, he saw up to here, and that's all the creep. There's no, like, buildable spots back here for the spire like there are on some maps. So anyways, very good scouting intel. You can see, if we zoom out here, Zerglings Zerglings being split up all over the map right now. Some very good scouting from Calm, just making sure that there aren't like hidden zealots sitting around waiting to counterattack. And then of course he'll bring them to the front to stop any more zealots from freely walking across the map. Probes as well. Now for Rain, we have the Stargate coming up in his natural and the Stargate in his main base. So this is how confident he is from that scout, right? So he already has this Stargate making Corsairs, and he starts a second one here in the natural with +1 on the way. So 2 Stargate Corsair. If your opponent doesn't go Spire and you go 2 Stargate Corsair, it's very, very, very bad news for you. People generally end up losing from that position because everything else is so late, right? You just don't really have enough gas to go High Templars quickly. You're spending so much on those Corsairs, so you really want them to go Spire. Now, he finds his first Overlord, and he will get an Overlord kill, which is very important. By the way, oh my god, Calm runs past with those Zerglings. It looks like the Zealots wanted to come out for a pressure play, and now he sees, okay, well, he sees a Stargate here. He doesn't know if there is a second Stargate. Rain is doing a good job of blocking them from getting up that ramp. That cannon does end up killing a couple more, and it looks like, oh my god, 1 Ling left. Now, Scourge got the Corsair down here. Sorry, there's a lot of action going on at the same time. So the Scourge actually snapped the first Corsair, and the Zerglings are all dead. So he didn't get up the ramp. He doesn't actually know about the double Stargate yet. And he did kill a Corsair. So very oftentimes when something like that occurs, you will see Mutalisks made. Now, here, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. It's mostly Zerglings being made. Hydralisk speed is on the way. +1 ranged attack is on the way as well. So it looks like he won't be going heavily into Mutalisks or into Mutalisks at all. Now, these Zerglings of Rain fighting against, the Zealots of Rain fighting against these Zerglings of Calm, trying to get in here to put on some more pressure as well. And, well, looks like a pretty good defense overall. He loses like basically every Zergling, but does parry those Zealots. A couple more Zealots coming out as the Hydras will stand guard against that. I do want to go back real quick and just kind of check what do we have Corsair wise, because I'm very interested because he sees Hydras and he's like not even canceling these. Look at that. He's got right now 6 with 2 more on the way. So we're going to have 8 Corsairs. And they must have +1, right? Yeah, they have that +1 attack. So that's a lot of Corsairs to have against someone who is actively going Hydralisks. Let's see how this works out for Rain. He picks off an Overlord immediately, barely taking damage there on his Corsairs. Gets it very, very quick. The Hydra's going to have to be on some defense. Look at this. More Corsairs coming down. So I think Calm at this point has a pretty good idea of what's going on. He is getting that Overlord speed. Generally, against 2 Stargate Corsair, you will see a big timing attack come out before Protoss is ready with Psystorm. So right now, you see more cannons going down. Very smart move there from Rain. Because really, the most scary thing is that pre-storm timing when you have such a late Psystorm upgrade. Look at this. The Temple Archive's only halfway done in 9 minutes. He is going very heavy Zealots right now. He's getting that +1 armor as well as Zealot legs. He already has +1 attack. So his Zealot's getting pretty beefy, but when these Hydras finally move out, is he going to have enough to stop Calm's attack? That is why we don't see a lot of 2 Stargate Corsair. So yeah, I'm kind of holding my breath here. I kind of feel like this game, it has potential to just end, but you can see a lot of cannons being made right now by Rain. Rain taking this very seriously indeed. There's almost 20 Hydras coming across the map. So they do start to walk up. The Zealots come out immediately to fight. He knows he has to buy some time here as well. The armor upgrade not done. And yeah, this is a huge amount of Corsairs right now. They chew through every Zealot so quickly. 4 cannons absolutely not going to hold here. The Corsairs running home as quickly as is possible. And, well, I mean, the probes are sacrificing themselves. They're trying to make it hard for the Hydras to actually range up and hit these. More Zealots coming down. The Corsairs killing any Overlords that are coming. So, like, DTs popping out could maybe stop him. 5 DTs are on the way, which is kind of absurd. If he's going to win, it literally has to be through that. And you can see the split of the Corsairs here, by the way. He split the Corsairs completely to catch every Overlord coming down, and he's going to do exactly that. Look at that. 5 supply left. That's all from hatchery, so there's 0 Overlords on the map right now. The Nexus at the natural is still there. He's going for a kill straight up on the probes. 5 DTs pop out against these Hydras. This is insane right now. There are no Overlords. Well, he is popping more Overlords at home, but no detection here. So Rain is going to kill every single Hydralisk with this mass DT build. This is crazy. Now, imagine if he hadn't broken through the front. Does Rain still have a chance to win this game? The 5 DTs have killed every single Hydralisk. The supply for both sides, extremely low, but almost twice as many workers for Zerg. So right now, Calm has a much better economy. And in fact, maybe even a better army. Obviously, there's a lot of utility with this many +1 Corsairs, with this many 1/1 Dark Templars. Let's see if he can get in there and actually kill anything. The 5 DTs roaming the center. He's made a couple Zealots. He's made a couple of High Templars as well. You know, if he could get the DTs down here and kill the Overlords, obviously that becomes a game victory very, very quickly. But as you start to hit critical mass on these Hydralisks and you bring the Overlords with them, well, the Hydras can protect the Overlords from the Corsairs, and the DTs are seen. As he walks up, he's bringing this Overlord over, going to pick off 1 DT, another DT almost dead right now. I'm having a hard time imagining Rain winning this game. Now, that being said, you know, he's putting together what he can for an army. He's going to have 3 Psystorms. He has an okay amount of Zealots right now. Obviously, his economy is not there to go into the Dragoons like I was talking about at the beginning of the game. Brings these Dark Templars over to the side. And yeah, Zealot's going to come up. Man, that was an insane storm. Flanks with his DTs as well. Just a crazy game here, as he is going to be able to eliminate these Hydralisks. Like, he just has enough for that, but he is losing High Templars. Down go the Overlords once again. Look at this supply, 52 of 37, not looking so hot. And Rain has recovered some of his probes. He's at 24 probes at the moment, killing off just about every single Overlord. Look at that, 49 of 21. Going to send his army back across the map. But we have enough Hydras that even though he's supply blocked, like, he is going to be able to remake those Overlords. He still has enough Hydras to beat all this. But Rain going around the right side, whereas the Hydra's going for a direct counterattack. Is he going to have enough at home to hold this? He is actually going to have 3 Psystorms. Going after more Overlords. So as he pops these Overlords, more units cannot be made. The Zealots did go back, towards home to stop these Hydras from breaking in. And he's going to try to slow him. He's throwing down some Psystorms, trying to get a little bit of a flank going. Another really high-quality Psystorm or 2 come out. Like, you can't really ask for better than that. But it does seem like this is such an uphill battle for Rain. He continues to fight. Look at this. And he's going to probably just barely hold on once again against these Hydras. Such close battles going on. And kills all the Overlords again. We dropped to 32 of 5. This has been some of the most effective 2 Stargate Corsair that I have seen against a non-Mutalisk player. Like, I can't even believe what we're looking at right now. He has killed so many. Oh, man, I wanted him to dive on that so hard. So many Overlords all clumped up. 46 of 85 supply. Calm has way overmade his Overlords. Look at this, running in with Zealots, and he's going to try to hit the clumps here while the Hydras go over to deal with these 2 Zealots. Look at that, 2 more down, 3 more down. Going after more over here as well. This is such insane play from Rain. Killing off so many Overlords. Supply blocking Calm once again. He's up to 31 probes. I tell you what, normally when you lose probes in a PvZ, there is not really any coming back, okay? Same type of thing in Terran versus Protoss. It's like if you lose workers early in these matchups, it's almost impossible. But looking at this game right now, I was sure Calm was going to win this for like the last 8 minutes or something like that, right? Like almost when he started making the Hydras, I was starting to predict it. But Rain right now has killed so much. Look at that. He kills all the Scourge that come up. And that's it. Calm's gonna GG. Amazing comeback here from Rain. The usage of his Corsairs, absolutely key. The 5 Dark Templars he made, absolutely key for stopping the damage that was in his main base. Unbelievable victory. And to think, for the next 2 days, we have 2 more games in this 3-game series. Guys, thanks for watching.